So
Good
Wyatt,
material. Yeah.
can you explain to me the meaning of riding a high?
Riding a high?
Yeah, like I'm gonna ride that high.
It's like when something good happens to you
Hmm.
and like it motivates you. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna ride this high for as long as I can.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I didn't understand correctly because I'm not a native speaker. Because yeah, you
Because
said that you were gonna keep riding that high, and then you didn't post anything for a week.
I knew this was going somewhere. This was going somewhere because this was such a weirdly banal question out of you. I didn't want I didn't I didn't want to spoil anything. Fuck you. Hello, everybody. Wyatt Andrews Workshop here, and welcome back to episode 18 of Saint Reginald Zoo. Our series can now vote and do other stuff depending on what country you live in. I am joined, as always, by my two smelly Europeans, Iben and
Hey, I
Goron.
showered.
Shower
You did.
too.
Well, you had to shower in the first place, so that's a problem.
You showered too, Wyatt. Don't forget
No, I
that.
didn't. No, I didn't. I smelled perfect before this video.
Aw.
And today, I'm sort of building off what Goron did in the last episode, sort of extending the polar bear slash coastal area, and some other stuff that we'll look at the end of the episode. So, rockwork,
Ooh,
rockwork, so
rockwork.
cool, so
We've already
cool,
seen
unfinished
this. Ooh,
design,
I
so
forgot to
cool.
send the billboards. Ooh.
I think I have it, but
still
I'm
have
just
to make.
lazy.
I still need to do that script
Ooh,
thing.
there's something
Ooh.
new.
There's something new back there.
Play the piano music. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
And there's something new over here too.
This piano
Um,
Ooh,
wire.
there's some orange in the rock now.
Yeah,
Oh.
so this is something I did in Orewell last episode of that series where I used the faux rocks to their advantage and changed the crack colors so you get the green, which is sort of moss, but then there's sort of orangey red, which is meant to be like oxidized rock or
Oh,
rust
okay.
for all you normal people. And over here we have our first new exhibit for the episode.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is for Barred Owl. I'm thinking lore-wise, this was actually the original Arctic Fox exhibit.
Ah.
So like this is sort of like a natural extension of the polar bear grottos, so it's still kind of old, but
Yeah.
it's like you can start to see the rockwork starting to modernize a little.
Yeah.
But I'm still thinking like um, 60s or 70s for this like specific little alcove.
Mhm.
But yeah, in here we have some of Drax's owls. I was
Ooh.
actually going to originally commission Drac to make a barred owl specifically for this enclosure, but I ended up just using, I think they're called Asian Scops owls or something like that. They're
Oh
part of
yeah.
his, they're part
Yeah,
of his
yeah.
one of his little model sets there. But yeah,
Sweet.
thoughts?
Perfect.
It's
Yeah, I actually
perfect.
wondered if it was Arctic Fox. Because
Yeah,
is
I
it
thought that.
EU?
I
Yeah.
thought that as well. I was like, cool, Arctic. Wait, no.
Yeah, it would be pretty miserable to try to get them to move around in here. But
Yeah. Oh
this
no,
is actually
not if you saw Goron's super cool trick on his channel. Woot, 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 woot.
oh
What?
okay promo. Guys, this is my video on my channel.
Oh yeah, sorry,
In
sorry.
case in case you
Continue, continue.
forgot. Um, but yeah, this is actually based on an exhibit at the North Carolina Zoo. I think it's for porcupines, which I was also considering, but again, they would absolutely not be able to move in here. I think the porcupine rig is also the beaver, so they wouldn't be able to
Mm,
climb. So yeah, but I think this works nicely as a little sort of not a rotational exhibit, but like any small
yeah.
animal that they had a surplus of just goes in here.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining over the decades they had some really bizarre like why is there a three-toed sloth in here? But yeah, just sort of a
Also, Wyatt,
hmm.
stop teasing all those texts in the background. My God, I want to know what
Okay,
it
okay,
is.
okay. I'll stop moving the camera. We're gonna look this way for the rest of the episode.
Thank you.
But yeah, this is our sort of
That's really
our,
cool.
our janky little side cage. But obviously, as you as we've been informed, that is not all we have going on here.
Ooh.
So I did a little bit of window dressing in this area that
Very
already
nice.
was here. but we've got a bit of a text element leading us into the newer area. So the Arctic Circle, a vast wasteland devoid of life.
Or is it?
Or is
So we
it?
thought.
Called it.
And let me adjust the lighting.
Oh, that's cool.
And now I can press play.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh.
Don't look at the.
Yes.
This is the guest view.
Yes.
Don't look at the hot wire. This is the guest view.
Oh, goodbye, box.
Yeah.
No, this is really, really cool.
Yeah.
This
Thank
is
you.
this is an idea that you had in mind, and I didn't know how to realize it, and this is
Mhm.
awesome.
Also, what I really like is the little, I want to say pine trees, but they are probably not pines.
They're
but
Scots, they're Scots pines.
Yeah, they're the Scots pines, the
Scots,
saplings.
yeah, them being in like a pot is really cool as well.
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like a little Home Depot bucket.
Oh my god, my Tarmashadi.
Yeah. Your
my
legacy lives
Tarmashadi
on.
fans.
I was gonna
Only
build a new.
Tarmashadi fans.
Where all my Tarmashadi fans at? But I was gonna
Two
build
people.
a new one, but I still really like these. So
Oh, thank you, buddy.
Yeah,
yeah,
they're really cool.
and then,
Also,
I
like
love
the
how
camera here. Yeah.
I love how smooth the rock work on the right, like
Mhm.
how that curves up,
Yeah.
and it's so nice.
yeah.
Super,
And then
super
the placeable gravel helps a lot with that too.
Mm-hmm.
Here's
Except
to
when
hoping
it,
it doesn't disappear.
yeah,
the next
disappears.
update.
Every once in a while, it just disappears.
I still have to replace it and keep.
That's okay. But yeah, this like so originally I was like just gonna kind of do like a less insane fence for the Arctic foxes,
Mhm.
but I looked at a picture at the Toronto Zoo and they seem to have like a pretty heavy duty like predator fence,
Yeah. Okay.
which works because on the other side there are the largest predators on planet Earth. So yeah, and
Yeah.
the like at least for this little segment of it, it's been boarded over with
Yeah.
wood because like the polar bears are literally on the other side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they totally would do that. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Mm.
I haven't decorated this, so we're not gonna look at it. But we're gonna
Yeah.
go, or we can do
On-
that.
On top of the building.
So we're gonna go back on the guest path.
18 episodes in, we're totally professionals now.
Yeah, listen,
This happens to everyone, don't worry.
this is not a me problem; it's a Planet Zoo problem.
It totally
So-
didn't happen to me. Oh my god, Wyatt, I'm sorry, but the fact that the
Don't-
eye of
don't
that
look at
one
it,
thing
don't
is
look at it.
looking at us.
I noticed it seconds before you did, or so we thought. Anyways,
You have to keep it like that, Wyatt. Don't change it. That's super cool.
it's like it's a little pebble. It was intentional.
Keep it like that. It's oh yes.
So this is Polar Bear Watch.
Oh, I love
welcome.
this.
So this
Oh
is
wait, what the hell? Wait, huh?
What do you see, Goron? Speak.
Uh,
Speak, buddy.
that's a
You can do it.
This is a statue?
Yeah, these are all statues.
Oh, I was
Well
so
done.
confused.
So
I
funny.
thought they were-
Funny you mentioned the wolf because I actually, now that I've done all this, want to have like a wolf exhibit coming behind this, but like
Oh, yeah,
make
that would be
the
cool.
barrier invisible. So yeah, that'll be for like the boreal forest
Oh, that
section.
would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those areas in the zoo where things are going to transition really, really well.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So this is one of our new like specific botanical gardens. I'm calling it the garden on top of the world because it's meant to represent the tundra ecosystem during the summer.
Uh-huh.
So
Ooh.
no trees, but lots and lots of flowers and moss and rough shrubbery and what have you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Super cool. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
it
think
really looks good.
the reward statues were kind of a bold decision, but I don't dislike it.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's a bold decision. I actually think that it works really well.
I
And I
mean, you
think
got a
it-
reaction out of me.
Yeah, I think it would have looked. I think it would have looked a little bit empty without them. But
Yeah, I agree.
It looks really good with them.
Yeah,
Honestly,
thank you.
I feel like because you shared a screenshot of this, and I think I must have looked at it on my phone because I was like, "Oh wow, he got albino as reindeer."
I was just thinking like, Goron, he shared a picture of this. How didn't you know that these were statues?
Yeah, I know.
Ah, looks really cool. I also like we talked about this when you shared pictures of it, but
Hmm.
I really like how you transitioned the rock work, because
Yeah.
the other side has a lot more of those smooth rock pieces, and you were
Hmm.
slowly transitioning away from that, using more of the edged pieces that come with the faux rock pieces, and
Yeah.
it makes sense from a time perspective. So yeah, it's really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then I also really love
Yeah.
this whole little area here. I love like because originally I had like a just a regular plaster wall here, but I put the brace beams
Hmm.
here
Yep. That's what they are.
because I like using these because they aren't climbable, so they won't screw with the performance.
Mm.
Um, and then I don't know why, but I am madly in love with this like weird, hideous chain link border on the roof. I don't
I
know
love
why.
it. No,
I'm getting so like industrial in my aesthetics, and I can't stop it.
yeah, and I think in this area, in like this coastal area, that really works well.
Yep.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Thank you, thank you.
So
So
this is the indoor holding of the Arctic fox, I presume.
yes, yeah. There's a door here, and then there's a door here which goes into the barred owls,
Yeah.
and yeah, it all loops together. But we're gonna continue
Ooh.
on down the road. We've got a donor plaque here, and
Oh,
more of the Arctic
another.
Fox exhibit. It looks best
Hello.
at this time of day.
Yeah, which
Wait, whoa,
is
whoa, whoa! Look at the letters on the ground. That's cool.
yeah.
Yeah, so I forget exactly what group of indigenous people this is, but this is their word for the fox.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, this was inspired by something they have at the Point Defiance Zoo, where in their Arctic area, every exhibit is like headlined with the indigenous word for each animal, which I thought was pretty cool.
Ah,
That's super cool. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
really cool. I also, and I mentioned this in our server as well. Like, I like the fact that this area has some of its own custom signs.
Hmm.
That it doesn't always have to be the sign template that we have.
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly.
And I don't know where it should fit lore wise, because I think it's also would be very funny if this is an older sign that is one day going to be replaced by the newer signs,
Hmm.
and people are going to rage because this is a cooler sign. I mean, this is like a more themed sign
Yeah.
compared to the other sign. So that
Yeah.
would be really, it would be really cool to have like that other sign somewhere already ready.
Hmm.
So they would
Mm.
replace it. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that.
because I really love the sign we have going, but it feels like older and more generic, which works for most of the exhibits in the zoo. But
Hmm.
for stuff like this, I decided to use some of lions and bend them
Yeah.
a little to suit the area.
It's a thing though. Like I've noticed more and more zoos are just going for very generic signs instead of
Hmm.
Yeah.
like the more themed ones. But then there's other zoos who just still go, yeah, no, super themed. Let's go for that.
Yeah,
I like it. Really cool.
thank you. But we're gonna hop out really quick so we can see the inside of the Arctic Fox exhibit.
Ooh,
I have
really,
to
really
adjust the
cool.
lighting constantly because this is in such a weird area. But yeah,
Yeah, love it.
thank
Also,
you.
really love the cameras that you have here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I this is like a pretty like you'll see in a moment the this whole area is a bit tenuous security wise. So and there would obviously be cameras all over the zoo, but here I was especially motivated to
Hmm.
fortify it as much as possible. So
Yeah, I guess, especially as you said with polar bears,
mhm,
you'd want to have something.
yeah, absolutely.
Love it, love it.
And something a little bit I brought over from Orwell was the sort of
Oh
more
yeah.
organically
Yeah,
distributed HVAC.
Yeah.
yeah,
Very
really
nice.
cool.
Looks very cool. And then another thing I did, these are actually just the concrete fence pieces or the like the barrier.
Oh,
So yeah, this is like part of the habitat barrier. But
Oh.
sometimes something I like to do is use like the glass window feature,
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and then I lined it a little bit with the marquee
Oh, really
beams. But
cool.
this would just be a nice little way for the staff to see inside of the exhibit from this angle if need be.
Yeah,
The
really
staff even
cool.
has their own little logs and things to look at that the visitors can't even see.
Yeah, exactly.
Love it.
Really
So
cool.
we're gonna hop back on the trail. Oh, and then something I also like is the border, which is made out
Yeah.
of these East Asia cornerstones,
Yeah,
that's
love
what they
that.
are. That's really cool.
sunk
Yeah,
down and rotated randomly.
that's really nice. Yeah, that keeps the kind of textures of the rocks going as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
moving under this groovy stone archway, we have something pretty groovy, in my opinion, behind this wall. Let's hope I don't end up on top of it. Oh, should have kept my mouth shut.
Well, we get to see it really nicely now. So.
Yeah. So
I
coming,
love. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but I hope we're not getting.
and it always
Famous
happens
last
to
words.
me, I feel like. So we're gonna come through this little area,
Oh
and
yeah.
this is
Is
our
this-
moat,
Is this
which
an old? Is this an old like swimming pool for?
nope. It is a biosand filter.
Oh.
Wyatt, what is a biosand filter?
Yeah, please enlighten me.
So biosand filters are a sort of more sustainable way to filter water without too much heavy machinery. So any sort of water, rain, snow runoff, whatever, would come in through here, and the gravel would filter it. And there's a bunch of different like sediment layers, each with their own sort of little micro ecosystems, and they filter the water, and it comes in through these pipes and gets distributed throughout the whole area. So like
Love it.
every sort of water feature, from the misters and the fans to the sort of cooling or heating rocks for the bears, and then obviously the pools themselves, which I haven't built yet, would get recycled this way. And then I've also got a
love
bunch
it.
of rain barrels in here too.
And this is like an electric wire around it to actually prevent the fox from.
Yes,
Getting in there.
because without
Yeah.
it, they could totally just waltz on through
Yeah.
to the other side.
Love it.
Lovely.
Yeah, really, really cool. This is a very nice detail.
Thank you. I wanted to do something a little bit unique in that regard, because I had like this whole thing came about originally. This was just a generic moat between the 2 exhibits, but then I put gravel at the bottom, and I was like, wait, can't gravel filter water? Can I do something
Yeah.
cool here? And I did.
Love it. Yeah, really, really cool.
Thank you. So this is sort of where the polar bear watch area ends. I do really like this bit of landscaping. Yeah, I just think it's cool. I like that you can still see the fence from the other side, and then I've got a secondary chain link fence over here just to discourage the guests from getting their fingers bitten off. But yeah, that is not all we
Yeah, and
have
it
to
kinda-
show
it-
today.
It ties it together with the Arctic Fox exhibit as well, with the similar elements.
Yeah.
Wyatt, there's so many spots where you can see the faces. It's awesome.
Oh no! Like I exposed them like deliberately because I like it feels like a little like
Oh,
a little
you
ledge.
even did the
in
fucking
rock work.
statue thing here.
Yeah.
Look at
I've
that
got the,
gorilla ass.
I've got
Yep.
the gorilla butts poking out. And then I've got it over here too.
Love it. Yeah.
It's too easy. Okay, so not all we have to show. Ignore our little blooper junkyard over here. I'm actually gonna fly
I
over it
started
because
it. It's my fault.
this is gonna take a little while. But in one of our little planning sessions, Iben suggested we have a sort of transition between the rivers and the coasts in this little
And the
area.
forests. The
Yeah.
3 areas. High
Rivers, coasts, and forests. So over here, are you guys gonna move? Oh my god, they're all stuck. This is
In
not
the
happening.
rocks.
Please, you
Nope.
get over here. Oh my god, why can't they? Okay, they're good. So this gentleman
Oh, I
and
love the
gentleman
sign.
Oh,
is
I
the Otter
love the
Springs.
sign. That is so freaking cool.
Very cleverly using the fact that they are going to look at the exhibit from this area, so it looks like they are looking at the sign.
Yeah.
Really well done.
Yeah, totally intentional.
Yeah, totally intentional. I could,
Guys, I'm a genius.
that's the totally intentionally. Yeah.
So
Love
up here I've got a neat little like initial viewing area, and it's just like a bit of shallow water that the otters can play around in. But going up this way, are they diving? Yes. They're doing it. All
Love
thanks to
it.
this submarine buoy, which I regrettably have to use, otherwise they won't. But yeah, this is our. It's supposed to be North American river otters, but I keep forgetting to install the mods, so Asian small claws will have to
Yeah.
do. But yeah, this is a sort of a very simple, kind of a one-off exhibit for otters.
Love it.
Super nice. Yeah.
Thank you. I think this viewing area. I remember scrolling through the
Oh.
North Carolina Zoo's gallery on Zoo
Mhm.
Chat. I think this is what I based the architecture on, but the design of the exhibit itself is pretty much original.
Yeah. All right. Two things.
Yes.
First of all, this is why I don't tend to use the stalactites as ground cover, because the hitboxes are kind of rough.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
floating a little.
Yeah, you got a little float, and I really like this, but I also kind of wish, because I showed you that when we planned it out.
The
I
polar
kind of
bears.
wish
You want to see
we
you want to see the polar bears.
Yeah.
yeah,
I do
no,
agree
not
with
necessarily
that.
the polar bears, but mostly the rocks sticking above it. It creates a lot more depth.
I agree. I tried, but at this point I wanted this to be off the ground, and then
Yeah.
there still needed to be a fence and foliage back here.
I feel
But
like we could get this lower down. Like
Yeah, I
if we
think
make
it could
this
work.
instead of a staircase going up, a staircase going down would also be really cool to create
Yeah.
a similar effect.
I think that would work because I really like the design of the what did you call it, the canopy here.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also like wondering, is this something that a zoo would have for like would a zoo for otters have such a? On the other hand, Animal Kingdom does have like a full-on cave for otters as well, so like they are the kind of animal they. Whoa, that guy
That guy
morphed
just
from.
switched colors.
I
Ruining my
completely
video.
missed everything that I was talking about. And maybe, yeah, it is really cool, Wyatt, but yeah, I do kind of have to agree with Goron. I think it might be doable,
Yeah, no, totally.
but then
Well, it's
we'll
like,
just
so do it, fuckers.
You're so goddamn smart.
we'll just ditch it into no. I'm not that goddamn smart. Goron said it would be possible, so go ahead, Goron.
Oh yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, but it really looks cool, and that's one of the things that you've done multiple times in other zoos as well. I like how you use the water effects on the right in combination with logs going over it. That's one of the things that
we're about to
you've
see a
done
lot
multiple
more of that
times.
in a bit.
Oh, sweet.
Sweet.
Continue
Yeah.
then.
No, but
All right.
again, yeah, it's definitely not a bad exhibit or anything. It's just I had something else in mind.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. This is our zoo. We can play around with it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Anyways, coming over this way, it's a little bit on the unfinished side, but this is a sort of secondary side of the exhibit because I feel like it wouldn't really be great exhibit design to just have like the underwater viewing. Like you want to see them play around, so
Yeah.
this is sort of our opportunity to do that.
On the other hand, it's I like it when I like it. I really like it. It's and I'm not gonna say that we need
Guys,
to
I'm in
change
so
it, but
much
I love
trouble.
it. No. But there's one thing that I do want to do more in zoos that I've built, like, and you said it yourself, like for zoo design that would be better. But sometimes I really want to make more exhibits that aren't perfect in terms of zoo designs because I think it's a tendency for us to do that. Like, oh yeah, let's make it perfect because we know all the tricks that you need to do. And then you go to a real zoo and it's like, oh yeah, that doesn't work. That is
it's
shit.
a square box.
That's a square box. Yeah, so like to be realistic, we'll have to do that once in a while too. But I don't mean that it has to be done for this exhibit because I really like this. I'm wondering why, and I don't know if it's possible if these two animals have been combined before. Would raccoons work? Because this, I don't know.
Watch this.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, no,
that's so cool.
The bridge is functional. But yeah, I wonder if raccoons would work.
I have no idea. That's why I'm asking, because that's the kind of animal that I have no clue if they are combinable with other animals.
I've seen them with skunks, but that's about it.
Otters with skunks?
No, the raccoons with skunks.
Oh, I see.
On the other hand, otters can be assholes, I've been told.
Yeah,
Like,
no, they can be absolute monsters.
yeah, so maybe not. But it for me it was like, oh, he's gonna do a combination of the two. But this
I was
rock work is
thinking.
brilliant, by the way.
I was thinking while I was building, like, because these are Asian small clawed otters, I was like, ooh, red pandas would look so good in here, but this is the complete wrong area. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to do it. I want to do it.
I mean, yeah, in that sense, I mean, if red pandas can go with Asian small otters, why wouldn't raccoons? I don't know.
Yeah,
we,
I would
we
have
could do
to.
some research into it because it could be really, really cool.
Yeah, it could be
Yeah,
a cool combination because this would work, and I really love the tree you did here as well. Really
Mhm.
well done. Yeah, that's awesome.
But I just want to see some raccoons in there. God.
See,
See
raccoons,
raccoons.
this is so good. This is so cool because this is an exhibit that inspires me right away. So that's really cool.
Thank you. Yeah, that means a lot.
Yeah.
And then I also wanted to sort of continue this little river and just have like little drainage going in
Yeah.
here, but
Mm.
I forgot.
It's
This was
fine.
I was working on this like right up until the day. So
Yeah, you've done a lot, Wyatt. This time it's fine. It's good.
yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I really love the whole panorama of this exhibit too.
Yeah.
I'm
this is
I'm really happy with how this area is turning out. We have a pretty cool idea of what we're gonna do with this, and it's gonna be really cool. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Especially like I absolutely adore the one viewing area where you had the Arctic fox and the potential to see polar bears on the other side. That's really cool.
Mhm.
And that yeah.
So, is there any
So-
reason you chose for piano wire here instead of glass?
So I actually did have glass here initially, but I just think piano wire looks really cool. That's literally it.
That's all the reason you need.
I just
I'm a
think
simple
it's neat.
man. I just think it's neat. Like it probably just because I've been using glass for so long and I've been yearning for piano wire for equally as long, so I'm just trying to get the most out of it.
Nice.
Yeah, I get that.
But
All
as
right.
we're speaking about the future, I do
Ooh,
have a
you
bit of
put some
planning
grass
going
on top
here.
of the rocks. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, no.
Hey, don't spoil what we're planning, Wyatt.
Oh, are we not? Should I not?
Let them be amazed. Let them be amazed.
Yeah, let them be amazed. Okay. We're gonna put giraffes over here with the polar bears.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Mixed species.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hagenbeck effect.
There was the okay. That's enough. I was gonna go on a long tangent about multi-species exhibits, but we need to go. We need to go home.
Nope. We're cutting you off, Wyatt.
Okay, so on the topic of plans, Iben, it's Iben.
Goron, yes.
Getting another turn. Iben, what are you gonna do now?
Ooh, can you turn around for me, please? Because it's time. And can you go to the right for me, please? And go straight forward. You know where we're gonna go, Wyatt. Go to it.
Don't know.
Well, stop.
In
It
the
is-
tree.
Here.
It is time, my dear John, my dear Maskedbandit. It is time to tackle the inside of this building.
Oh, this is exciting.
Goron has shared an image with us of
Oh,
a
now I'm excited.
of a certain zoo. We're not going to tell which one. It looked really, really cool, and I'm going to attempt to do that. So we'll see if I'll be able to do it. But yeah, it's going to be really cool. We're of course not going to touch the outside that much. Like it's going to still be the same building.
Yeah, I have like no notes on this. So
This is, and I told John about it. Like this
Yeah.
is one of those things built in Planet Zoo, and this is built in the first months of Planet Zoo. That
Mhm.
just
It's crazy.
that still lives up to this day, which is absolutely awesome. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Hooray!
Sweet.
All right, episode 18.
Damn.
We can now vote again. So thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe to me, subscribe to Goron, subscribe to Iben. I don't know when I'm going back into Orewell. I am inclined to have another guest builder to help me with a certain Himalayan area, but otherwise it's pretty up in the air. But regardless, I'll see you in whatever comes first, even if that's another episode of St. Reginald Zoo. And have a good one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Aha!